is that there's nobody to send a subpoena to. That's not really true. It's just that there are a lot of people to send subpoena. And, well, maybe you can, maybe you can't, right? I mean, people are being identified by the RIAA a lot, but it's more difficult. I don't know if you can really run a true business that way, but start a business. Contact me, I'll help you. Yeah.
Another note on that, within your data is held out in a different country, regulations, jurisdiction located in the United States.
So the question was, what happens if you put your data elsewhere? I can't imagine the big companies are going to start locating these things in like tax havens and these lawless places, but they might. If your data is not within reach, then maybe it's protected. But there are international agreements, and subject to these privacy laws, these international privacy laws. Yeah, that might help. Yes.
So a question about I can't answer part of his question regarding the data being out of country. Sometimes if you're law enforcement and you ask nice enough, they'll just give you information because there's nothing governing them.
Right. He basically said that the guy in the back just said that sometimes if you're in law enforcement, you just ask nicely, they'll give it to you. And that does happen in a lot of investigations. In Foreign Corrupt Practices Act investigations, which are basically foreign bribery, there's a lot of these agencies working together. They just ask and they share. But if it's data that's protected, it's a different story. They're sharing investigative data. If you want to get it from a provider, there was just a news story this morning that in the EU they're ending a system by which the U.S. was able to access data automatically in Europe because they think the U.S. doesn't have good enough privacy protections, which is basically right. Yes?
Is there any laws that recognize the difference between data at rest and data in transit?
Are there any laws that recognize the difference between data at rest and data in transit? Yes, they do, and there are different requirements for them. Yep.
Microsoft has a UL, their end user agreement that basically says that it's sold as is and with all its errors and with all its bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And the top computing provider basically say the same.
Yes, and that's what they do. The question is, can they just say it's provided as is and we have no responsibility? And the answer is yes, that's exactly what they do, and that seems like a good time to end. Thank you very much.